Robyn and Kody's desire to win at all costs may actually end up costing them everything.
Christine was playing a game.
Why did you think she was playing a game?
Because she's a game player.
Was Christine playing you and playing the game?
Christine was playing the game because they were all playing the game. Watching Sister Wives over the years was like watching a twisted game of Monopoly. Each one of the wives fighting and clawing over resources and time with Kody. Now granted, before the show, Kody's time was the big prize. We even saw it in the first season during one of the first Sister Wives disagreements on film.
There's been a little bit of tension about Kody's time and if I should get equal amounts or if I shouldn't because I'm not married to him yet.
I don't think he should be saying 1 out of every 4 nights he spends time with Robyn. That's not fair to me.
Every good game needs a name. I'm calling this the Sister Wife Wheel of Fortune. Or Wheel of Misfortune, depending on which side of the game you're on. How is the game devised? The wives are the players and Kody is the judge. Why was the game so unfair, James? Because of the scoring. There isn't a referee, just a judge. Difference between a judge and a referee, refs enforce the rules. A judge can decide who wins. The thing we always have to remember is this game is completely subjective. And speaking of subjective, how do we determine the favorite wife? Is Robyn the favorite wife?
Is Robyn the favorite wife?
It's not about a favorite. It's about finding favor.
When you find favor, he will do you favors. The book Becoming Sister Wives describes how the wives fought over these resources for years, well before Robyn entered the family. Mary was able to go on Kody's work trips because she was the legal wife, leaving Janelle at home. Christine received a big Christmas full of gifts and everything else, while Mary got a t-shirt. This is all described in the book. Difference is, when Robyn came into the family, she took the game to a whole new level. If this were baseball, the OG3 were playing small ball little league. Robyn shows up, 6'5", full beard, 6-pack of beer, and a driver's license hanging out of her pocket, talking about she's 12. It wasn't fair because Kody may have loved the OG3, but Robyn was the one Kody desired. So she was always going to be favored, and she was always going to win. Learn the rules so you can break them effectively. Robyn used her close relationship with Mary to learn the rules and culture of the Brown family. Then she turned the game on its head. She flipped it upside down.
Back it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh!
First rule of Sister Wife Club, Kody's time is the goal. This was especially important way back when, because when they first got together, Kody was broke, and the only thing he could actually offer was his time. Because of the time in which Robyn entered into the family, she came in with a different mindset and a different understanding of the game. At that point, they weren't just competing for Kody's time, but instead for substantial resources. And Kody was, in fact, the key to attain those substantial resources. Before we get into the dubs, let's talk about the honorable mention attempts. Passing off that I speak Kody bullshit. She gets a gold star for that because that was pretty smart. She tried to become the most favorite mom, encouraging kids to come to her. Probably didn't have the patience for that, but oh well, not enough to listen to their problems. You actually have to solve a few. Doesn't help when you are in fact the problem. Sorry, not sorry. Tried to be the wives confident. Her own personal goals got in the way of this accomplishment. My favorite, family therapist. Oh, I'll mediate all your issues. Then she goes right back and tells Kody everything that was said. This is why Kody trusts Robyn, because she seems to be honest, because she went right back and told him what everybody else was saying about him behind his back. She just didn't tell him what she said. Here's a pro tip though, for the people in the back row. Never trust someone who has a history of betrayal. She also used the whole "I'm your confident" as a form of field advantage. You know, it's nothing like being in opposing team's huddle before the game starts. It's like she has the playbook. What were some of Robyn's greatest wins? Biggest/best wedding. TLC paid for it, but she had the huge venue, bigger guest list, and at least 2 outfit changes. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Title of Best Sister Wife. Kody talks all the time about all the sacrifices she made. You know, she ate her vitamins, said her prayers, and she really worked hard in the off season. Most desired wife. She provided the honeymoon experience. Now that sounds like the Saturday night special at the Mustang Ranch. For those who don't know, go check it out. It's still in Nevada, I believe. Most property. The McMansion, a lot in front of the McMansion, according to Kody, 4 acres on Coyote Pass. You know, she's doing well as far as the land acquisition. Now, here's where it gets jacked up. And I'm sorry to have to do this. Time for Dog James. Most provided for kids. We could talk about the pocket bikes for Christmas, or one of Robyn's kids having a silent guitar that's about $800. If we're not going to talk about those things, let's talk about medical attention. Side-by-side comparison. Dayton, Robyn's oldest son, he received surgery, plastic surgery, versus Isabel's surgery, which was a quality of life surgery. Dayton's case, Robyn and Kody spent 18 months looking for the proper surgeon so that they could find the best of the best so that they could fix the grill that Kody messed up on the back of an ATV running Dayton through a barbed wire fence. Of course, Isabel, she had her surgery during COVID, because it took a year to almost 2 years for Christine to get insurance to pay for the surgery on her own back, on her own time. And even speaking about paying for surgeries and surgical procedures, Dayton surgery that was achieved in Las Vegas was paid for perhaps by a home equity loan from Robyn's house, which was paid off, and then they used the other wife's money so that she could buy a new house. She basically washed the hands of that debt. Amazing.
You're out of here! What?
But wait, I have other evidence of preferential treatment towards the kids.
I'm gonna say I don't remember a time ever where Kody left Robyn's house to come over to my house to help get my kids off to school.
Lehigh Logan was getting my kids ready to go out the door to school. I don't know where Kody was.
I was actually taking Ariella and Solomon to school because I liked it.
Dang, he said the quiet part out loud. To be fair, let's let Kody give his reason for why he did this for some of his kids and not the other kids.
We were just working so hard to make ends meet before. And now that I have a chance to do this with Solomon Ari, it's like this second chance.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
Now, on its face, this makes complete sense. If there's a gap between your kids, there will most likely be some difference in how you treat them or what you can give to them. Just starting out, money is tight. You can't buy them pocket bikes and $800 guitars. I'll give you that. But my dude, Truly was only 1 year older than Solomon. You weren't spending time with her. You didn't go over to her house to see her off to school. The reason the OG3 lost the game is because they didn't know what game they were playing, much less the rules. They constantly used terms like fair and equal, but you were never going to find fairness even if everything was equal. What do I mean? In season 17, Tell All, Kody recounted how the wives complained that they had to watch Kody ride off with Robyn on vacations. Kody retorted that Robyn would have to watch him ride off with them. For argument's sake, Kody and Robyn are right. It was equal time, but it's not equal because he saw time with them as a chore or a duty, whereas with Robyn, it was a pleasure. He knew it, they knew it, we all knew it. That's the difference. The basic rule to any game, competition, or even relationship is understanding the rule. There has to be a meeting of the minds as to what is the goal of this particular exercise. In the sister wife's wheel of misfortune, they couldn't even agree what constituted a sister wife, the basis of their entire principle and marriage scheme.
I'm tired of being blamed for the bad sister wife. A bad sister wife is someone who just monopolizes the husband so he has no time for anybody else.
Christine thinks a bad sister wife monopolizes the husband's time. Put the blame where it belongs. Kody decided who was going to get what time. Robyn took advantage of it, but he made the decision. So we have to give it all to Kody. A better argument against the sister wife, in this case Robyn, is that she couldn't be trusted because she was actively fighting for advantage and she was actively vying to try to get more of Kody's time, more of the resources, etc., etc.
A bad sister wife takes her kids away from her husband. And that's exactly what Christine has done. Robyn's not guilty of that. Robyn's just loyal, and Christine just wasn't.
Kody doesn't know what the assignment was. What does keeping the kids from her husband have to do with being a good sister wife? You could make the argument that she's a bad wife, maybe bad mother. Sister wife doesn't fit though. And by the comparison he makes to Robyn is a little premature. The loyalty Kody attributes to her is to him and not the sister wives. Newsflash, Kody, you are not a sister wife. Another splash of salt in the wound. If the reporting from the Sun is true, she is going to strip you of your rights just like she did her ex-husband. Ironically, the only kids you're going to have from her will be the 3 kids you adopted. Oops. Toasty. At the end of the day, Robyn definitely won the sister wife Wheel of Misfortune. Hands down, MVP. She's the star player. A question she should have asked before she started playing is, what does winning look like? Because now you're stuck with a miserable ass man and Kody's stuck with a woman who doesn't respect him. Losers all the way around. Since you both work so hard to win, why aren't you happy? Or at least as happy as the OG3 who lost.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Got him!
That's my take. Let me know what you guys think down below. Give me your input. Do you think it's a game? Do you not think it's a game? Do you think I'm being a little too facetious? Let me know down below. That's my take. I'm James. This has been My Take on Reality, and I'm out.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die.